do. What's going on, YouTube? Not a lot of tech stuff to show you today, or really anything more than just what's been going on. Bobby's been hard at work getting primer on some parts, etch prime on some other parts. Got the Jeep Tub etch primed, we're out of etch prime. Got more etch prime coming because we got the Cornet and the Mustang both got to be etch prime. Tony from Uncle Tony's Garage was here today because I wanted to show him on the 37 Chevy just disaster of a front end that was on there that you saw in one of our previous videos. But Tony came up and he was really dumbfounded that it was even operational, which I told him it really kind of wasn't. Goofing around with the forklift, trying to get that running. It's a carburetor issue. Thing's been sitting forever. We knew that, but it does run. We got it running. It's nice and quiet. Corvair had a little setback on the Corvair. Bought a nice set of higher performance carburetors for it. Put together. Car still doesn't really run right. We pulled a valve cover. We got a bad valve. So, oh well, we'll deal with that when we deal with it. That's, I guess, about it. You know, Austin's doing the filming. Behind the scenes, Joe's actually on the road somewhere, so he'll handle this when he can handle it. Anything else exciting happened today? Not really. That's kind of about it. So no big deal, but we do have stuff coming. Just bear with us. You know, look around. Here's what we've done, and you know, we're putting this together in no time. When it's up and running, you'll get to see step by step a lot of the stuff that we do. But thank you for subscribing, being part of this as we try and put together a good shop with a good team. All very knowledgeable people here. We've been doing this all our lives because we're stupid. So that's what we do. There's the cat. That's about it. Tony brought the disc brake set up for the Cornet today. I swapped him the original drum brakes that were in it for his drag car because we want to put disc brakes on Cindy's car. So we've got factory OE Chrysler disc brakes to go on it now. Got the heater box out of the 74 Roadrunner that we're going to take it all apart, reseal it, clean it, new heater core, new AC evaporator, and all the underdash wiring is going in that car. Other than that, we're just still trying to get stuff cleaned up. I had a guy come today, gave me a whole bunch of 66 Galaxy parts, bunch of stuff really. We just put it out in storage because the swap meet trailer, I have not finished that yet because of the million other things that I have to do. So that's about it. Peace.
Matt, Minnie's Hot Rod Garage. Just going to explain a little bit of what we got going on here today. This morning I got the cam, pistons all torqued down, got the cam in, cover, oil pan. I'm about to put the heads on here in just a second. And the intake, we should have this puppy ready to go. Next couple of hours. You know, come over here, I'll show you something else. Last Friday, after the last video was shot, I got all this prepped up, got it welded up, boxed back in, and this morning I'm gonna cut out a notch here and notch it for our new cross member, which is here. Pretty much to go in a car like that, and it's a perfect fit, but the shock mount towers are kind of holding us up, so figured the easiest thing to do is just notch this. Once we weld that piece in, it'll all be solid again. And we got Cindy's Cornet and Mike's Mustang over here getting body work. We got to get them primed and get the body work finished up on, get them painted. All right. Grab the floor. We need the air compressor on. They ain't even cut it on. Go grab the head bolts. Be right back. Go ahead and get these lifters soaking into some oil. so we got the, you want to get the lifters soaking in oil?
While you're soaking them?
They're hydraulic flat tappet lifter. So you gotta soak them in oil. You don't have to, but it helps keep from damaging the top end on startup.
Are you explaining what you're doing?
Hey Matt, what kind of engine is this?
This is a Chevy 350, Chevy small block.
That stuff looks
Yeah.
real slippery. Probably shouldn't put that in the video.
No.
Probably not. I mean, it can, but maybe we'll do a TikTok channel or something. Maybe not.
Up to what my dad decided to put in.
You better not put it in.
We can put it on the Instagram.
That's right. Yeah. Snapchat.
Yeah, on the Insta.
Yeah. Snapchat.
You always want to lube your boats. Lube is your friend.
Can I see what that is? That's it. Oh, that is.
You always soak your lifters because they run off oil pressure. And if they're dry, somebody said that?
This is the motor that we got from Wendell Marlowe, but it had some sins, so Matt took care of them. We put it back together. I really want to put it in my square body truck, but I don't know. We'll see. It's just good to have a hefty small block sitting around just in case something.
Needs to pop a wheelie.
Uh-huh. They got the drops. They got the drop spindles for the Black Ford.
Specs.
Huh?
On the cam.
Yeah.
You remember what those were? I do not. I can't remember either. Maybe Bobby knows. He looked it up and found out what the cam was. If I was watching, I'd want to know. I'll let Bobby, the old 350 master, explain about the heads and the cams.
That's right.
Old small block master. Carburetor man.
You already got the rods and names there. All that. Oh yeah.
Old pump. I got I'm ready to snap lifters, push rods, and tighten hook these down to specs. Gotta look up all the specs real quick.
Yep.
So cut. Let me get some paper towel stick down
Huh? I'll go with that one again.
So what do you plan on doing today?
I'm gonna get some primer on these fenders, and then I'm gonna get some edge primer on the E-body, and hopefully the Mustang.
I'm gonna clean up a couple loose ends around here, some things that were almost finished but not quite finished because we got started doing everything else we got to do around here. Like there isn't enough to do, so we do some more. But I ordered a set of new carbs for the Corvair. They're bigger CFM. They should make it run pretty good. We'll see. But Matt's gonna go ahead. Matt's gonna go ahead and put these carbs on this car and and we'll get it cleaned up. And I think Jay is actually going to take the car now, so get it running good, fix up a couple of little things I got to take care of, and off it goes. But that's in mechanic mode today. And then Bobby, you saw earlier in the video there, Bobby's going to be priming up a bunch of stuff, because with the humidity that we have here, you really can't leave bare metal around for very long, because it starts to rust like that. So we got to get edge prime on everything, but now we've got the booth. So that's the key. You're going to hear me mentioning that all the time, because I love that booth, and that's the key to everything that we're doing around here. Uncle Tony is actually on his way down here. We're going to do a video on the 37 Chevy, the disastrous front end that's in there, and we look forward to seeing him and Kathy down here again. They come down a lot, so we'll see you when we see you. These are progressive carburetors. It works very similar to like a 4-barrel in a newer car. One carburetor begins to operate, and the lever that goes across begins to operate your secondary carburetor. So it's a pretty interesting setup, kind of at the time way ahead of its time. And I firmly believe if they had to put a V8 in the front of this car, they'd have never sold a single Camaro. But that's just me. I'm not a big Camaro fan. So basically, he takes everything apart, try and remember where it all goes.
And they're going to be on film.
Yep. Yeah, so we can always go back to the video if it screws up, and then we'll just blame it on Matt.
It all can only go in its original spot most of the time.
They will, yeah. I mean, it's like a wiring harness. If you unhook a wiring harness from a car, and then you put a motor in it, and you come back and you just take the wiring harness and throw it over the motor, the wires pretty much end up right where they were supposed to be.
That's it.
So, I mean, it's, you know, there's... The magic is in what is done as far as detail goes. Most anybody can Google, YouTube, look at a book, whatever, and figure out how to do this stuff, but a lot of it comes from doing it wrong. Once you do it wrong, you probably don't do it wrong again. So that's, of course, Matt's never put carburetors on a Corvair before, so
It's all right.
it's all right.
I can rebuild a washing machine.
That's right, he can rebuild a washing machine. We can do anything down here. Just between all of us, with everything we got going on down here, I'd like to, again, show you a lot more, some of the technical side of stuff we do down here, and maybe, you know, a how-to here or there, and all that. But as you know, we've been really kind of busting our butts to get this building up and running in the way we want it. We're getting there. We're getting there. It ain't easy. But then again, nothing worth having is easy. So that's what we're going to do. God.
here when you're trying to put a nut on in a tight spot that you can't get with your fingers. You always take your napkin or paper towel or whatever you got and shove your bolt in there. That way it don't slide out. I got it. Trying to get that bolt on that little stud right there.
Yeah. Hot.
Right.
Yeah.
You know? You ain't gonna fight with it. Good to go. Maybe you can stick that in the video, maybe not, I don't know.
Yeah.
Those are like little vacuum rods. Whatever you just did might have done something. Let's try it again.
Hook it up.
Let me get a wrench.
It just runs out there and spray it.
Yeah, that's it.
So it's not taking in any fuel. What are you gonna do? At least this one runs, kind of.
I think it might be something to do with that flow. It is the flow right here. I'm gonna take that screw out and see if fuel drains out.
Yeah. I bet it doesn't.
What y'all trying to do?
The Canuter valve seems to be jammed up, so he's opening up now with a Kniflin wrench. So should have it doing backwards wheelies by the end of the afternoon. Backwards wheelies.
Oh yeah. High horsepower machine.
Yeah.
High torque motor.
Basically, what we got here is an old forklift that's been sitting in a warehouse forever, and it runs. It will not accept. You notice our very high-tech fuel system that we put on it because I don't trust the tank. But we're going to probably end up taking the carburetor off and rebuilding the carburetor, dropping some wrenches, whatnot like that.
What, not like that?
Yeah.